my podcast. But yeah, no, I need to check myself. I need to be meaner to dudes. I just need to like because they can handle it. You know, I think it's because I think I'm like empathetic, but I'm not as empathetic as I tell myself I'm empathetic, but I'm not that empathetic. Like I do genuinely care, but like not that much, you know? Post on my Instagram story, ask me a question.
Welcome to my podcast. You're listening to another episode of Leave Me Alone. I am your host, Alaina Bamfield. Welcome to my bedroom. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Hope you're having a good week. Mine has been absolutely shitty, but we're not going to talk about it. But that's okay. It's okay that it's been shitty, right? Because Mercury is in retrograde. That is what my friend told me today. And that is said to me so often that I don't even think it's a thing. Like, I'm starting to not believe in the retrograde or Mercury itself, like, as a whole. Like, I've never seen it, right? It just feels impossible for it to be retrograding this much. And I don't even know what retrograding means, right? Like, Mercury is in retrograde. Where is retrograde? Where is that? It's like when someone told me they were incognito. I was like, where is cognito? Like, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. What does it mean when Mercury is in retrograde? It's literally right there. Okay, so retrograde is an adjective. That means describing word. Sorry. Retrograde is an adjective that means backwards, and you wouldn't say Mercury and backward, would you? No, you wouldn't. Mercury retrograde therefore refers to a period of time in which the planet Mercury appears to but doesn't actually move backwards. This is an optical illusion first noticed and described by astronomers. Fake news! It doesn't even move! That's literally what it says. Mercury's not doing anything. We just say it is because our fucking boyfriend cheated on us or whatever, you know? Like, that's what it says right there. A period of time in which the planet Mercury appears to, but does not actually move backwards. All right. Up top, I'm confused. Up top on the pod, I'm confused. That is good. That being said, I was looking at my nipples when I got out of the shower the other day. And if you're a lady, you know, you do this often. I don't know how other people's nipples are. Like, I don't know what your nip situation is, but mine, I don't like them. Right? And I don't like mine. I don't think you're supposed to. Like, if you came out the womb, grew up, and just, like, have nipples that God gave you that you like, fuck off. Like, fuck off. I don't really want to go into too much about what I don't like about my nipples other than the fact that, like, they just don't look like regular nipples unless they're hard, if that makes any sense. Like I was looking at my nipples the other day, right? And I was like, oh my God, I think I have inverted nipples. And so I looked it up, dude. And if you want to know what my nipples look like, look up inverted nipples. That's what's going on underneath all this right now. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh my God, I bet you they were inverted because I was a victim of late puberty and the creation of Instagram, right? And so what that meant for me and my flat chest was that I was going to stuff the fuck out of my bra. And so I think that stuffing my bra for 2 years in middle school, I guess, see, the thing about it is that logic doesn't even work because I stuffed my bra when I was like 12 and 13 years old, like 7th and 8th grade, I think. So that logic doesn't even work because I didn't even start puberty until I was like 16 or 17 because I didn't have my period until I was almost 18 years old. So that's not what it is. I just have bad genetics or weird poofy genetics, right? And I don't know. And I swear the only thing that like fucking saved me from stuffing my bra was Small Town Stoner Core, if that makes any sense. We'll go into it in a second, but I want to show you guys a photo of me because I did do some digging, right? Because it looks absolutely ridiculous. Like the stuffing job I did in middle school, it does not look realistic. And I don't even know. That's the other thing too, is I thought it looked good. Let me show you guys a picture real quick. Boom. I thought that shit looked good. I thought I looked hot. First of all, this is a photo from the last day of 8th grade, right? So we had an 8th grade formal, and we were supposed to have a dance. That's why I look like that. But if you look at the other girls that are in the photo with me, they do not look like that. They look normal. They're in dresses, but they're wearing like sneakers and sandals and, things like that. And their hair isn't fully done with fake eyelashes on. A pink fucking spaghetti strap dress with 8 squares of toilet paper in each bra. With high heels on. I had look at those heels, dude. I had fucking 4-inch heels. What was I doing? Where was my mom? That's what I'm wondering. Who let me leave like this? And that's the other thing about it, right? If you're gonna stuff your bra, you gotta be skillful about it, right? So first, I used to try and make this into a joke, but this is real, right? If you're gonna stuff your bra, you gotta start small. So first, you gotta just start with just the padding of the bra. And, maybe this is a 6-month plan, we'll say, right? 6-month plan to get boobies fast. And what you do is each week, maybe not even 6 months, you could do it a little bit faster, just depending on how often people look at you. Like me, I was a nobody, so I didn't have to, it really just progress. I let it progress way too quickly. But ideally, you want to do this over a 3 to 6 month span of time where you just gradually add more toilet paper to that cup until until you get it where you want it, And I was literally I had a 32 A cup. That bitch was fucking stretching. I swear to God, I thought I looked good. This is so embarrassing. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. But no, I swear to God, smoking weed my freshman year of high school and just discovering that there's a whole different category of hot chick completely changed my thank God for medium ugly 20-something-year-old dudes in fucking beater cars with subwoofers picking me and my friends up to go smoke. Thank God for child groomers, right? Am I right? They showed me that I didn't have to fucking have big tits to mean something, right? I just needed to have a loose curfew in an unsupervised childhood. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I'm okay with being flat-chested at this point, do I watch Euphoria and cry a little bit inside when I see Sydney Sweeney's tits? Yeah, I do. And is it uncomfortable for me to be all nipple? Yeah, it is a little bit. But you know what? I also like sleeping on my stomach and I like not wearing a bra. I went from 8 squares of toilet paper in each cup. I don't know if you guys do that. Go ahead and do that. Just go get 8 squares of toilet paper, crumple it up into a ball, and tell me if you think that would feel natural, right? Because that's the second thing that I want to do. Is talk about the wrestling team. I'd like to apologize to the Williamston wrestling team of 2010 and 2011 because I was on that wrestling team, and I just happened to join the wrestling team the same year that I started stuffing my bra. I was going through a lot, and I want to apologize because I feel like I was a really weird first titty for a lot of you guys, and I feel like I was really misleading with my explanation for why my tits were so hard. Because you know what? I was their first titty for a lot of them, and a lot of them asked about it. And I told them. I literally remember being like, oh, they're cups. And this one dude, his name was Ian. He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, they're cups. How you guys wear a jock strap. Like girls have that for their boobs. What do you think a sports bra is? And I'm sorry. Okay? I'm fucking sorry. It was embarrassing. And wrestling was interesting, you know, because people started calling me a lesbian after I joined the wrestling team. It was a really hard time for me growing up. I don't know why we're divulging into my middle school times, but we're doing that. We're getting personal, right? But people did. They started questioning my sexuality because I was the only girl on the wrestling team, and this is a small white conservative town. So anything that's out of the norm is just like gay. And but anyways, I couldn't have that. Okay, maybe now it wouldn't be a bad rumor to go around. If people want to spread that around that I'm a lesbian, like maybe it will push me towards it. I don't know. Looking for anything. But but no, I went along, and remember a few minutes ago when I told you guys that I was an insufferable middle school girl. This is another example of that. So not only did I poorly stuff my bra, but I also came up with a fake boyfriend, right, to squash all of the lesbian hubbub that was going around. Okay, so what I did was I went to my cousin's house and I opened up her yearbook and I found a boy in her yearbook that I thought was hot. And then I just cut out his picture and I carried that around with me as evidence that I had a boyfriend. And it worked for quite some time, right? Like everyone was believing it. I fucking legitimately, like I was going so far as to, like I was that girl. I was the girl in your high school. People don't want to admit to this. I'll be the first to admit that I was the girl in middle school that had a fake boyfriend that went to another school. Okay, his name was Tyler. I thought he was cute, and things were going really well for a long time, right? Until Snapchat was invented. Once Snapchat was invented, everything started going downhill, right? Because before there was something that I, could like see him on, right? I could just change my mom's name in my phone to Tyler. That way, every time I texted my mom, I love you during the day, she would text me, I love you too, back. And that was the evidence I used for my friends that I had a boyfriend that loved me, okay? And this went on for like 3 fucking months. This went on for like 3 months until my friends started questioning it, right? They wanted to meet him. And so what does my brain do? What does my 13-year-old brain do? It doesn't think break up, right? That's must have been too easy. I went with he died. He died. And not like an easy one either. Like my friends were like, oh my God, like what the fuck happened? And it was like house fire. House fire. That is psychotic, dude. I cut a photo of a boy out of my cousin's yearbook and then told everyone at my school that he died in a house fire. I don't know how many people believe that, but he died. Like, I follow him on Instagram. He has 2 children and a wife. Thank God he didn't die in a house fire. But then people were like, how did it happen? Alaina, how did the fire happen? Do you know? And they were like electrical, that's terrible. And I was like, no, his dad did it. Famicide. And that's the worst thing I've ever done or said. And I'm airing it on the pod now, and this feels too vulnerable. I'm going to tell you that. It feels like I'm telling you guys about some pretty cringy shit that I did as a kid. So that's very good. We're going to move on to the TikTok of the week. So here we go. I forgot what the TikTok of the week is, so this will be brand new, fresh for me. I'm ready to react to it. Open that bad boy.
Excuse me. Could you just hold my phone really quick? Like, record me?
I'll record you doing something?
It's already recording. Thank you. Could you, like, maybe snap? Like, give me a little beat? Just, like, snap a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you up to? Excellent. Whoa, nice. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
So I remember why I picked this one. Okay. First of all, because it's beautiful, right? Like from the beginning, like this man, perfect man to pick. Because the problem with doing something like this could be staged as well. Like I'm not an idiot, right? This could be staged. But if it's not, she got so lucky with the man she picked. Okay. Because if you walked up to someone like my dad in the store like that and you're like, hey, could you hold my phone while like could you just hold my phone while like I record something? And you started doing that, pretty sure he would throw it on the ground. Like like the rage that would ensue. Oh my goodness. But no, this dude was perfect, dude. I I love the approach. She's so sweet about it, and he's so fucking supportive. Like when she gets down on the ground and starts trying to do the coffee grinder, and he goes, "Excellent." My God, like this reminds me of something from Vine as well. Like I love TikToks that feel like Vine. If you don't know what Vine is, if you're fucking Gen Z or some shit and you didn't get to experience it, or Gen Alpha, whoever's below that. Vine's like a 6-second TikTok sort of thing. And this reminds me of a TikTok or a Vine that me and my best friend Scarlett made when we were like probably like 14 or 15. But we would go to Meijer, the local Meijer in Okemos, and we would record each other pretending to fall in front of people. And then when people would try and help us up, we would pretend we were doing like an exercise. So like I would like trip and fall in front of a man, and then he'd get over to try and help me, and then I would just start doing push-ups. And we thought it was fucking hilarious. And so I think that skewed my sense of humor a little bit, and that's why this is the TikTok of the week. We're gonna play it again. We're gonna fucking play it again.
Excuse me. Could you just hold my phone really quick? Like record me?
Or record you doing
it's
something?
It's already recording. Thank you. Could you like maybe snap? Like give me a little beat? Just,
Snap.
like, snap a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you up to? Excellent. Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
I love that by the end of it, she's like crying on the ground. It's amazing. It's amazing. Send in your TikToks of the week, your votes for TikToks of the week. You can do that to my email at AlainaBanfieldComedy@gmail.com, or you can follow me on TikTok at AlainaBanfieldComedy and just inbox them to me. That's honestly probably the best way to do it. But that's it for the pod. I'm glad I got to get a little bit more personal with you guys. This podcast used to be audio only, so if you're just now jumping on the Leave Me Alone train for the video portion of it and everything, I have, quite a few episodes that are audio only over on, I'm going to say Anchor, because if you go to Anchor FM/Leave Me Alone, Anchor can direct you to all the different podcasting platforms. But there is audio versions of this podcast on all the podcasting platforms. And I feel like when I did the audio only versions, I got a little bit more personal and a little bit more in my head. And so those are always fun to come back to and do. So while this one wasn't a super, I guess, out of my head heavy episode besides the TikTok of the week, which is why we have TikTok of the week. It's sort of like the saving grace in case I go on like a ramble or a rant or anything like that, just to give you guys something that just doesn't really have my opinion attached to it, because I feel like that's also refreshing. But yeah, I don't know. It was cool to tell you guys a little bit about myself, because I feel like some people, maybe are watching this for the first time, or maybe YouTube blessed me and decided to put this video in some sort of algorithm and you found me there. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and plug the next month of shows for you guys. I'm having a light month of stand-up because my dog is getting her surgery next week. Hell yeah, so excited. Not excited. But February 5th, that is a Saturday, I have Demented Peach Caucuses, or the Demented Peach Caucuses comedy competition at Presidential Brewing Co. in Portage, Michigan. February 8th, it is Galentine's Day show at the Beer Grotto in Dexter. That is a show called The Comedy Experiment, hosted by Greg Sharp, and I believe he does shows every Tuesday there. So check that out. He's a great guy, great shows. February 16th, at Tony M's in Lansing on the west side. This has a possibility to be a new Wednesday open mic in Lansing. So if you are listening to this podcast and you support comedy and you're in the Lansing area, please, please, please consider coming out to Tony M's on February 16th for the show. I just feel like if we have a good turnout and a good show, they'll want to have us back and keep hosting. Lansing needs spots. That being said, Ellison is still closed. They're still putting in the fucking kitchen. I do not work there. I have no idea when it's going to be done. I was told it was going to be done the first 2 weeks of January, and it is now nearly February. So I'm not sure. I will keep you guys updated on that because it needs to come back. I've been putting too much work into it for it to not come back. And so if you've submitted for February, thank you for submitting for February. We'll see if we're going to be able to get you on a lineup. I am so fucking sorry. February 19th, I am doing a show for Jared Hibbs. I am featuring for Ricardo Winston Williams. I hope that's his fucking name. He's got two last names, so I hope I got it right. And Tim Locke. And if I botched the first name, those are the guys from Fresh Ghost Comedy. They put on their own awesome shows all over the state. So go check them out on Instagram at Fresh Ghost Comedy. But they're going to be double headlining the show that I'm featuring. It's called a feature spot, but I'm doing 15 to 20 minutes. So I am super excited to get out there and just start doing things that I said I wanted to do. Like I said, I wanted to get quote unquote feature spots, and now they're being offered to me, so I'm gonna fucking take them. So I'm excited for that on February 19th, and I'll have more information on that show in the next podcast. I do believe the show's in Portage, but I just don't have a flyer for it with the information yet. Then February 24th, I'm going to be at Ramshackle Brewing Co. in Jonesville, Michigan. I am so excited for this show. This show is put on by one of our local comedians, Carrie McCabe, who is very funny and just such a fucking nice guy. I'm so excited to go do his show. I've heard nothing but great things about it. So if you're in the Jonesville area, definitely head out to Ramshackle Brewing Co. on February 24th. And then on the 25th, I'm going to be doing a benefit show for the Women's Center of Greater Lansing at Urban Beat in Lansing at 7 p.m. So that is super fun. Pat Sievert's putting that on. He's a very funny local comedian who used to run the now late Max Monday comedy show. But that is all that I've got. If you guys would like a full list of my shows along with ticket links, I have a link tree in my Instagram bio, and I will also include it in the description of this video below. So that's all. Like, subscribe, share. If you related to anything in this video, go get therapy. I'm gonna call my therapist. I need to. Catch you next week.
Hilarious that someone even listen to this in the first place, and then went out of their way to ask when the next one was coming out. And I was like, and Baby doesn't just let you use their restroom for free. You have to buy something. That's misleading. I need